So, when we last left off, we pretty much exhausted everything we could do with the sum feature, right? But there's a few other ones we could do. There's, besides sum, there's min, there's max, there's range, there's count, there's mode, there's mean, there's median, so on and so forth. Now, these should all probably, most of them, make a bit of sense to you, generally understanding what it is we're going to with our numbers. So, it'll count out some stuff, so on and so forth. So I'm just going to put some numbers over here. I'll just put my numbers right here. And if you know anything about math, you probably already know most of these from high school. So I'm just going to put, like a 10, another 10, let me put a 30. Let's do with a 40. Let's get a 70 right here, an 80. Let's get a 0, and let's get ourselves, I don't know, a 33. There we go. So we got ourselves an eclectic mix of numbers there. So if I were to just do sum, equals sum, and then of course, I don't know, that plus that plus... And I'll just move it all the way there, automatically make it all that. And what a shocker, it added it all together. Now, what about the min? Well, what do you think min stands for? If we have min and max, obviously min is minimum. So just generally speaking, out of all of these numbers, take a second to think to yourself, a 10, another 10, a 30, a 40, a 70, a 80, a 0, and a 33. What is this going to give me? It's going to give me the minimum, right? What's the minimum number in this column here? It should give us the 0. Let's make sure this helps out. So if I were to go equal min, and then, from this to here, hit enter. Yeah, it gave us the 0. The minimum number here is a 0. Same thing with the maximum. What do you think the max is going to give us? It should give us this 80. So if I do equal max, parentheses, and, I make my range, and enter, yeah, it gave us the 80. Now, let's go with equal range. Oh, it's not going to actually work that way, is it? Okay. Fine, let's go to count. Equal count. There we go. Count actually works. And there we go. And equals... It gave us 8. Now, why did it give us 8? Because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 numbers there. Now, what if I just delete this guy? Oh, now there's only 7. See, it doesn't actually count a blank space as data. It counts that as nothing. But not the same nothing as a 0. 0 is an actual data entry nothing. And you see, even the minimum also changes based on that as well. If I wanted to do something involving count, I believe I have to do a count. Let's try that. Let's go with equal a count. Nope. Count a. Count a. That's right. Count a for count all. Now if I do that, there it goes. It gives me the 8. But even if I have removed this guy, so I remove the 0, so now it's completely blank. Oh no, it's still going to give me nothing. Okay. Oh, that's right, I know what it's doing. It's because if I type in banana, it still goes, oh, hey, the word banana is still data. It's still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But this count is only counting numbers. This count is counting numbers and text. So, that's what's happening there. Now, also there's mode. This might screw up with the text here, but let's go with equals mode through there to there. And it says the mode is 10. 10 is the thing that repeats the most because it's the mode. It's the only thing that repeated. It's the most common data point. Let's go with equals... Whoops. Sorry. equal mean. And, oh, you're not going to do mean? Oh, I know what you are. You're AVG, aren't you, for average? No, you're AVERAGE. You're making me spell out average. You're making me spell out average. Okay. So let me remove that. Average. And of course, you can pretty much add an A to any of these to add in the all, not just simply count. So the average it found was 39, and let's go with the median. So equal median. Boom, boom. And the median was 33. That was a thing directly in the middle. Versus the average, which was the mean, which was all those numbers divided by 8. And then this one is just simply finding the middle point in all these numbers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. If there's 3 higher, 3 lower, this is the middle point. So same general rules apply as far as any sort of mathematics course. It's just a matter of you're typing in these little equations first. You know, you're doing equal median, you're doing equal mode, equal average, equal count A, equal sum, equal max, equal min. So if for whatever reason, if you ever need to find the minimum number in a file, you know, in a sheet, because let's be honest, I cut out a lot of stuff from the actual spreadsheet. So if you actually do need, you know, to find something's very specific on a large file, you can just do a range selection and then simply type in this one little equation to find whatever specific thing you're looking for. And of course, if you change things around, you know, now this is 34, you know, things will change. This is now, 83. See, like all these numbers, they're changing based on what it is that I have here. Well, this banana's, you know, now completely gone entirely. And now this guy is, 40. The numbers are changing. It changes based on what it is. Now, of course, if I have a, 20 here, there is NA. There is no mode. Nothing is repeated more than once. Nothing is more prevalent than anything else. You'll get situations where you'll either have an NA or you'll have a situation where you have these little number signs, these little dollar signs. Sorry, not dollar signs, number signs. Heck, you'll even see it in here. If I stretch this in, see? Number sign, or hashtag, 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 hashtag. All that's trying to tell you is you don't have enough space to see it. See, I don't have enough space to see it. I still don't have enough space to see it even more. So just stretch it out, and boom, it fills in. If need to, just double-click in between. It should automatically snap into how much space you need. So that's how we work with these other equations and formats in Excel. Now, thank you very much, and have fun trying to figure this out. It should just be simple mathematics. The most dangerous part is probably going to be trying to figure out how to get this percentage change. Because remember, what is 100% in in decimal format? It's a 1. Okay? So if you do, I want 0.100%, that's not going to work. You can't do 0.1. 0.1 is 10%. 1 is 100%. So that's going to be probably the biggest sticking area right there. And the rest of this is all just figuring out what it is you're going to do. So for this, to take a look at this, we're going to just assume that this percentage change that you find over here is just going to carry on throughout. Which, so, is that going to happen in the real world? No. But we're just going to say that, okay, the 2019 numbers are going to be the same as the 2018 numbers, but the percentage is going to change by, whatever percent you found over here. And then, same thing over here. And so all those numbers are going to be that. Then the 2020 numbers are the 2019 numbers, changed by that amount. 2021 is the 2020 numbers, changed by that amount. 2022 is 2021, changed by that amount. So on and so forth. So that's how it's going to wind up working. You're going to just pick the 3 most recent years of your company, and those will be already provided for you. And we're just going to then, after we find out the averages and figure out what it is it all changes by, we're going to forecast where that company is going to go in the next 5 years. We're just going to make a prediction. That's how it's going to be. Now, we could weight these averages if we really wanted to, but we're going to just stick with normal averaging. However, if you do want a weighted average, because obviously something that, happened in 2018 is a bit more prevalent and relevant to what you see in the future versus something in, say, 2016, here's a very easy way to weight an average. So we'll just go with, we'll just make ourselves we'll make ourselves a 10, a 20, and a 15. Why not? So if we were to simply do all that, here's our, average. If we were to simply, do this, we could just simply do, if we really want to, this, plus this, and then, divide by 3. You get 15. That's the average, right? But if you want to weigh it, if you really wanted to, how would you wind up doing something like this? Okay, well, let's just say the 20 is the most recent number. So we probably want, oh, and look, you see how I have a parentheses inside of parentheses? It'll color code the parentheses as well for you, so once again, sorry colorblind people, to make these things more prevalent and more easily understood of which one you're closing. So we'll just do that times 3. Why not? Because that's the most recent. Plus, this times 2, because that was last year. And then, plus that. And if we really want to, we can even just do that times 1. Because now, that was 2 years ago. It's less important than the thing that was 1 year ago, which was less important than this year. So that's our weighted average. And then we'll divide it by, well, how many things have we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because that's 3, 2, 1, 6. Divide, and boom. You'll see that our weighted average, is actually a little bit higher than a 15. Because we're doing a little bit better year over year, right? This is year 1, year 2, year 3. So if you really wanted to, that's a very easy way to weight an average. It's just subtract 1 from each year going back as to how much value it has. And then make sure, though, you're not dividing by 3, because if you divide by 3 in this equation, you're going to wind up, you're going to wind up with 33.3%, and none of those things are even a 33, so obviously that's not your actual average. So just make sure you're calculating just how many things it is you're calculating. And, yeah. So that's generally how all this math functions work as a broad over term in Excel. And now with all that, you definitely have enough information to be able to fill out this entire chart. Remember to, tell me what company you are that you're picking. Please put your name on it. Please put a link to where it is you got this information from. So on and so forth. All that fun stuff. And remember to submit it correctly through the online submission area by the time of the due date. Okay? Not after the due date. After the due date, it shuts down. So yeah, thank you very much, and you have a great day.